The November international break has officially concluded, and all Manchester United players have returned to Carrington to resume club duties. The training ground is once again buzzing with energy as the squad reunites under manager Ruben Amorim's leadership, preparing for the critical weeks ahead. The past 2 weeks saw many of United's stars represent their national teams across various competitions, delivering impressive performances while staying injury-free, a relief for the club and fans alike. Among those who stood out were Bruno Fernandes, who captained Portugal to 2 victories in the UEFA qualifiers, and Marcus Rashford, who scored a crucial goal for England in their friendly against Germany. Meanwhile, players like Casemiro and Alejandro Garnacho travelled back from South America, where they played pivotal roles for Brazil and Argentina respectively. The younger stars, including Kobbie Mainoo, remained at Carrington during the break, taking advantage of focused training sessions to refine their skills under the watchful eye of Amorim and his staff. Today's training session at Carrington marked the first time in 2 weeks that the entire squad gathered as one. Players were seen exchanging handshakes and laughs, creating an atmosphere of camaraderie and excitement for what lies ahead. Amorim wasted no time, kicking off the session with recovery-focused drills to ease those who had travelled long distances back into action. Positional play and pressing drills were the highlights of the day as Amorim continues to implement his tactical philosophy. Players like Fernandes and Casemiro were quick to adjust, demonstrating their leadership by setting the tone for others during the session. Young talents, including Mainoo and Garnacho, were also heavily involved, further signalling Amorim's trust in the next generation. With the international break behind them, Manchester United faces a busy schedule that includes Premier League clashes and European competition. Amorim and his team have little time to waste as they gear up for their next challenge. The squad's full availability will be a key asset as the Reds look to build momentum in the second half of the season. The successful completion of the international break and the squad's clean bill of health bring renewed optimism to the club. As the players regroup and refocus, fans can expect a united front heading into the crucial period ahead. Stay tuned as Manchester United returns to action, ready to take on their rivals with a refreshed squad and new determination. Things haven't quite gone to plan for Joshua Zirkzee since his summer transfer to Manchester United. The Reds splashed £36.5 million on the Dutch forward after an impressive campaign with Serie A side Bologna, helping them qualify for the Champions League. Despite scoring on his United debut against Fulham, Zirkzee has struggled since then. In 11 Premier League appearances, the winner against the Cottagers remains his only goal and has just 1 assist to his name. The 23-year-old has never been prolific in front of goal, and reports have since emerged after his transfer. Former Reds boss Erik Ten Hag was not overly keen on signing the Dutch international. However, with Ten Hag sacked by United's hierarchy after a disappointing start to the season, Zirkzee has an opportunity to reignite his career. New boss Ruben Amorim has a decent track record of getting the best out of strikers, having transformed Victor Gyökeres into one of Europe's most feared goal scorers after his move from Coventry City. There remains plenty of debate around Zirkzee. What sort of striker is he? Does he need to play with a strike partner? Is he more of an attacking midfielder? Ex-Bologna boss Thiago Motta got the best out of him by allowing him to roam around the pitch, dropping deeper to pick up the ball and link up play in his infamous 2-7-2 formation. Interestingly, that formation refers to players in 3 areas of the pitch. Motta splits the pitch into 3 areas vertically, with 2 players on either flank and 7 players in central areas of the pitch. Zirkzee would lead the line, but often drop into midfield and allow runners to run in beyond him. At United, we haven't seen that link-up anywhere near the heights of last season, though it is still early days. Amorim has quite the job on his hands to transform the club's fortunes, let alone Zirkzee's. However, Netherlands head coach Ronald Koeman may have handed Amorim the perfect blueprint to get the best out of Zirkzee. The United forward was utilised as a number 10 in the Netherlands 1 draw with Bosnia in the Nations League clash on Tuesday night. Zirkzee may have struggled on the night, but it's another option for Amorim if he wants to tinker with his preferred 3-4-3 formation. That being said, Zirkzee was replaced by former United loanee Wout Weghorst, with the Dutch head coach refusing to comment on his performance. The Red striker had a golden opportunity to score a second for the Netherlands, who were 1-0 up with 5 minutes of the first half remaining, but Zirkzee fluffed his lines. My thoughts on Zirkzee's performance: I'm not going to talk about individual player performances, Koeman told reporters at his post-match press conference. Manchester United are ready to cut their losses on Antony in January as the club prepare to start a new era under Ruben Amorim. The Red Devils splashed out more than £81.3 million to bring the Brazil international to Old Trafford in 2022. But Antony, 24, has never looked like replicating the dazzling form that made him such a hit for Erik Ten Hag and Ajax in the Eredivisie. Ten Hag was sacked by United last month, and the Daily Star have now revealed that Antony is set to follow him out the door if the club can find a taker for the winger in the winter transfer window. It's said that United are willing to listen to offers for Antony. That would also appear to include loan proposals if they cannot offload the £200. 000 a week star permanently. The report outlines that Ten Hag questioned Antony's attitude in training prior to his departure, while sources close to the club have also disclosed that the player has been deemed a disruptive influence in and around the squad. United co-owner Sir Jim Ratcliffe is keen on getting Antony off the wage bill in the wake of his disappointing impact since joining the club for big money prior to his own arrival at Old Trafford. 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗡𝗚 is regarded as one of Europe's hottest prospects after breaking into the sporting team under Amorim. And his former boss is sweet on the idea of reuniting with the talented teenager in the Premier League. 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗞𝗡𝗚 has just appointed Cristiano Ronaldo's agent, Jorge Mendes, to represent him moving forward ahead of a potential blockbuster transfer next year. Amorim will take charge of his game since joining United this Sunday when he takes his new team to Portman Road, where they will face top-flight new boys Ipswich Town. He could be without a host of recognised first-team stars, though, with Lisandro Martinez the latest player to suffer an injury whilst on international duty. The defender was sent home early from camp with a sore back, and it remains to be seen if he will feature for United this weekend.